have wished that Ghana had not recorded coronavirus. We had that experience when Ebola came. But now the story has changed. Ghana now has recorded. And we have been given instruction by the president of our country, depending on the technical advice he had received. Now, one of the things that the churches in Ghana must quickly do, I'm using your platform to call on all heads of churches, Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference, Christian Council, Ghana Pentecostal Charismatic, to meet and fix our date, Ghana's date for the celebration of Easter. Even though Easter normally the date is fixed globally, but now in our own context, our president has given 4 weeks, which Easter is part. The 4 weeks will cover Easter. And therefore, Easter celebration in Ghana must respond to the instruction of the president. So it should not be that president has given 4 weeks and Easter is 10th April, which is part of the 4 weeks. So we are not going to celebrate Easter. Ghanaians must celebrate our Easter, but this time it must be an Easter that the date is fixed and it must be collectively done. Catholics should not fix their date. Christian Council must not fix their date. Pentecostal Charismatics must not fix the date. So all the churches must fix a date, and Ghana must also celebrate Easter. Having said that, let me say again that pastors in this country must not over-spiritualize the virus. It is a global challenge. In Canada now, the Prime Minister's wife is having the virus. You go to UK and the whole Minister of Health is having the virus. So we should not over-spiritualize it. What I mean is nobody should jump into it and give an impression you can ignore what the medical people are saying, or I have anointed oil and whatever, or even to go to this apocalyptic thing that this is sign of end times and whatever interpretation. Is a virus that has been detected. There is no cure at the moment. Caution is the key. So let us pray. Let us hold on to our faith, but let's listen to the health professionals. But churches and church leaders must avoid over-spiritualizing the virus. God heal in our hospitals too. So in times like this,
a deadline that you are given, because you are saying that it should be done in the shortest possible time. You are calling on the various stakeholders. When do you want this to be done?
The president gave 4 weeks.
Yes, please.
Now, the 4 weeks include Easter. Easter starts from, Good Friday is 10th, and Easter Sunday is 13th. So they are all within. So, if possible, by the end, in fact, within the 4 weeks, heads of churches must come out with a new date. It can be in May, it can be in June, but the heads of churches must gather together and fix a date for Easter, Ghanaian Easter 2020, with a date that may not necessarily coincide with Rome or Archbishop of Canterbury date. We must fix our own date based on the instruction of the president.
So with that, does it mean that the fixing of dates will have to be maybe extended to probably May or somewhere after the 4 weeks? Is that what it implies?
At the moment, when what the president has done, they will have people who will be reviewing the situation. So it may be that at the end of the 4 weeks, hooray, is over, or they may extend. Or even though he has said 4 weeks, after 2 weeks, if they review and the situation doesn't demand, they may come out to reduce it. But at least heads of churches, Christian leaders in this country must come together and work towards the celebration of Easter by our own date. That detail, I don't know. But we must work in consult with the government, so that if still 4 weeks, yes, then we are into May or into June. Yeah. But we must celebrate Easter, Ghanaian Easter 2020. We must fix our own Easter date and celebrate as such.
So, still on the case, so the president announced that gatherings such as at churches and mosques should be banned or banned in the next 4 weeks, but nothing was said in similar vein with regards to nightclubs. When it came to nightclubs and other organizations or public places, he stated that they should put in place measures or precautions to contain the
what
spread.
The president did that is very inclusive. It's not like the instruction was against, if you like, Christians, churches. Mm-hmm. The instruction was for Muslims, funerals, schools, universities, and other areas. The only thing is they open up that shopping malls and other places must be hotels, but then they must operate with caution. Yeah. Nightclubs and other things, whether they fall under hotels, entertainment or not, I am not very, well positioned to talk in that area. Okay. So maybe let that question of what the clubs and other things, but churches cannot say that somebody has not treated us fairly. They are asking that all those who bring huge numbers together now slow down. And so let the church people do what we are supposed to do to protect the people. But the entertainment and the other side, let's also hear what they say. But the churches must protect the people who worship with us. This is not the time people must ask questions about how do I get my money. Life of our church members must be important to us more than any other thing. So no pastor, no church leader should think about 4 weeks we are not going to church. How do we get our money? That is not a relevant question at the moment. She must allow our health professionals to work.
Great.